Welcome back here on the Senior Network. We're now joined by my buddy Jim Keith of Keith's Funeral Home. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And nice suit, by the way.
Well,
I like that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, I haven't seen you in a while. Tell us a little bit what's going on in your world this summer.
Well, we've been busy.
Yeah, good.
Some of the stuff, especially I think the Senior Network, is really getting us a lot of phone calls.
I know. We heard today that people actually watched it.
They do watch it.
Okay.
They do watch it. And now I'm to the point where I flip through and look at it, and that's old hat, though. I know what I'm going to say. But it really does. We get a lot of people saying, hey, man, I saw you on TV. And hopefully they saw it on here and nothing else. But
well, I think it goes a long way. We're talking about, we always talk about the resources that we have in this small coastal community, which is unbelievable, even for us that work in it every day. And I think this channel's done an amazing job at being that forum that we were kind of hoping it would be, right? To educate people on the services and the people that they're going to be dealing with, and getting that trust level, because there is a lot of that. When you start getting on in life and you don't have a lot of family around, and you're starting to reach out for services, you've got to feel comfortable with the people that you're working with.
It's a nice sense of community. Even at the Yacht Hop, I was saying about community and working with people like yourself, seeing your face there and supporting us. And
sure.
It's local. There's a lot of big companies out there. It's just nice to have a local, small, you have that relationship.
Right.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
we're comfortable referring to each
Yes,
other. Exactly.
yes.
Know each other's going to do a
Confident.
fantastic job.
Sometimes you make those referrals to other companies that 800 numbers, and you don't know
Right.
who you're getting. So there's a lot of comfort in that. In your office is right on the island, right?
Right, sure is. And we were just talking earlier about one of the guys that works with us is a volunteer for hospice. And it's a nice continuity there so that people can see a friendly face or someone that they know. And like you were saying, Greg, there's so much stuff available. I came down from Wilmington, Delaware, big city.
Yeah.
And there are more senior services here on the island by far than what we had up north. And better quality, better everything.
I agree. I totally agree with the quality too. And there's more coming. I mean, we've got a lot of new assisted livings being built in the area, which is great. I mean, it gives people options. I'm actually trying to talk my mother into relocating here from Florida. A lot of people are starting to come back this way with the heat and so forth, even though it gets hot here too. But it's a great area, and it's continuing to grow. And as the senior population, as we all know, continues to age, our services are going to be more in demand all the time. Summertime, golf?
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Fishing?
A little bit. Yeah.
You don't want to talk about that because you want to look very busy, don't you?
I am busy. I am busy. But the great thing about what I do is if I'm busy, I work.
Yeah.
If I'm not busy, I'm able to go play golf, or I can go
Sure.
fish a little bit, and I never go far. So even if I'm golfing or if I'm fishing, I'm never really going off the island, which is great. I carry my phone with me all the time, so if you call the funeral home, you get me.
24/7.
24/7. If you come in to make arrangements, you get me. If I come to your house because you need my services, it's me. And it's me at the church.
Sure.
So you don't get an answering service. You don't get passed around to 3 or 4 different people in the same firm.
Right.
And I think that's important because especially when someone comes in and makes pre-need, and we're doing a lot of that now, really a lot of the pre-need.
Explain what pre-need is.
Pre-need is you come in and you make your funeral arrangements for you or a loved one prior to actually needing them.
Okay.
And you pick out everything if you want. And we get all the information and I start a file. And you can pay for it if you want to, but you don't have to. If you pay for it, it's guaranteed for as long as you live. I never come back and say, hey, I need more money, if something changes 10 or 12 years down the road. But it gives everybody a chance to just you can sit down without the stress or the immediate emotion. You cannot pre-plan grief. So if you come in and make arrangements and say, oh, this will make things so much easier, well, it makes things easier as far as the paperwork that you have to do.
Right.
But that doesn't mean the stress or the grief of losing a loved one is any less.
Sure.
But this takes a little bit off of the families, and then we keep a file, and then when the time comes, I open the folder and I know exactly what's going to go on, and I can get the death certificate filed right away. I know with Hospice of the Low Country, Dr. Brouillard, he gets those things signed right away, and that's important.
I have to chime in too, because with us, is that what's great about you too is that you respond so quickly. A lot of our patients' families don't have it all pre-done.
Sure.
So it's nice when we do call you that you're the one going out right then and there to do what we need to have done because they didn't have anything prepared. So that's always a nice, easy thing to do. You know, knowing that you will follow up on that because the family was not prepared, unfortunately. We try to prepare them as much as possible, but so that's a nice relationship that we have, that we're able to work closely that way too.
Yeah.
And it helps our families.
And the same thing with
Yeah.
you, like I was saying about Dr. Briard, getting the death certificate signed.
Yes.
You know, whenever someone dies, you need that death certificate for life insurance,
Everything.
to get
Holds
to
up
get
everything.
into the safe deposit box, to get to the will. I mean, there's so many things, and some of these, I don't want to bash some doctors, but some of them just don't proceed very fast.
Yeah.
And the nice thing with Dr. Briard is, for instance, I sent him one last night. I know when I check my phone when I go out, it's going to be signed.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And that
Wow.
means that we can get our.
He's even in California, by the way, visiting
wow.
family. But he's available to us 24/7, and he will.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
Well, I know. Obviously, you guys refer back and forth and work a lot together. But I would imagine, just sitting here listening to you too about that pre-need upfront stuff, that I'm assuming, like when folks enter into start their estate planning and so forth, that those attorneys probably are a great source of referral to you at that point, right?
Well, the attorneys will tell them, you know, the attorneys will guide them on legal issues.
Yeah.
And they'll say, take your money if you want to, pre-plan it, prepay it. And it's so transferable. That if you came in and made prearrangements for you or your mother and you decided to go to Arizona, this money travels with you. I never ever take possession of it. It's always
Right,
your money.
sure.
And that's one of the great things about it. And there are so many options that you can do for people if you sit down and just talk to them for a little bit and find out what they want.
Just get their needs. I'm assuming, just by listening to you, a lot of word of mouth referrals for you now.
Almost all of them now are coming in. And like I think I said before, we've doubled our business from our first year, and we're looking to double this year. And that's a positive sign. When you can keep expanding and growing, I think we're doing something good.
It means you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for joining us all the time we have.
All right.
Thank you for joining us here on the Senior Network, where senior care experts come together. We'll see you the next time.